Hello everybody, my name is Connor and we are here with Blue Purple Luffy versus Eustace Captain Kid. But before we get too deep in the game, I want to remind you guys that if you want to support the channel, you can head to 1000noble.com to grab or commission a playmat. And don't forget, joining YouTube membership gets you exclusive discounts, early decklist access, and members only polls and discussions. So great way to support the channel if you are so inclined to do so. But we're here with the post commentary. I didn't like the audio on this video. I've been really torn between commentary versus non-commentary. I feel like I can't see a difference in views, and commentary videos do take a lot of extra work than just uploading the video from locals. So trying to find that happy medium here of giving you guys quality content, but not working myself to death, which is something I love to do. But this is my old Purple Luffy, or Blue Purple Luffy list. I may be changing it to the Don Quixote package that did, I think it actually won Vegas Regionals. It's just a really good package. But Blue Purple Luffy is so fun, and I love Buggy, but honestly, I need a little break from Buggy. I've been playing so much Buggy lately, and I've been on that Buggy grind since he came out, basically. So I'm trying to build some different decks, but I got to put some cards away before I build anything too crazy. So if there's anything you want to see, comment down below. But we are both going to have a very interesting start to the game of the, get our Dawn and pass 3 Dawn, though. We do have a little bit of ramp with the gear 2 there. We are going to go ahead and ramp and then just swing 6. Why not? Get a Force a 2K or something. And this something is actually the Red Hawk, which is going to allow my opponent to look at his life and rearrange it. So a pretty interesting card to have in the kid list, but I definitely like it. I'm not against that card at all, and this is just a casual game we played before a tournament. So just having fun, getting some videos in, trying to make sure that there was no terrible glare, because we are in Sage's basement right now. That's where they like to put us, all these sweaty One Piece players, in the Sage's portal basement. But our hand is kind of rough, honestly. The Gravity Blade can be useful in this matchup, I feel like, depending on if he sees things like the Basil Hawkins and the Nico Robin. Just to Gravity Blade those guys away would be good. And hey, speaking of good things to Gravity Blade, there is the Kikanojo, so that is a good target to use some form of removal to get off the field. But we draw into the 8 cost Katakuri, and we're sitting at, what is that, 6 Dawn, I believe? So a couple of options, but we could play down the Nami blocker, but I'm thinking we need to probably ramp. I think from what I could tell, the goal of this deck is to ramp as quick as possible to your big bodies. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to drop another gear 2 to ramp. We have the Gum Gum Giant in hand, which is nice. And we're just going to swing 8 at lead. Not really much else we can do. I'm going to leave 1 Dawn up just in case. I don't know. Definitely kind of an awkward hand to start with. And thankfully we had some ramp, otherwise it would be a significantly more awkward game. But he does get Satori out of life, able to play that body on field, gonna give us another body that we might have to counter to stay up on, but also a pretty good board to Gravity Blade. Thankfully he hasn't really seen any supernovas, or he hasn't seen the supernova searcher. So there's Nico Robin gonna come down, trashing one of my 9 cost Sanjis. That's not really what you want to see here. The 6K swing gonna come at lead, and trying to decide what do I want to give to counter out of that, and I will go ahead give that Nami, and he passes turn, drawing into a Red Rock here. It might be nice to get Katakuri on the board, but I think with that board that he has, Gravity Blade is the play here. We are unable to leader ability. We will be able to leader ability next turn, which is why I put that dice on there, just to remind myself, hey, don't draw leader ability. And there goes the Gravity Blade. We are going to Gravity Blade the Robin and the Kikanojo. Honestly, 2 of the best cards we could have Gravity Bladed, I think. And then a 7 at lead heading his way. 1 Dawn up in case we want to use it. And looks like he went ahead and took that hit there, which is a good sign for us. Oh, nope, he was thinking about it. Yeah, now he takes it. Good sign for us. Taking a 7K early, and Ideally, this board is going to get a lot crazier. My hand is not really showing that. My hand is looking really scary, honestly. Like, kind of, what do I do with this hand? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, though, about the blue-purple Luffy, the standard list versus the new list that did really well in Vegas. And he is going to play the 8-cost kid and trash one of my Gum Gum Giants. So that is super unfortunate. Thankfully, we have one in hand, but still, you hate to see cards you need in the trash. And we have both the 9-cost Sanji and a Gum Gum Giant in trash now. Looks like he's gonna go ahead cycle the Eustace kid effect. Gonna go ahead put the Capone in trash, and there is a Capone in life. So something a little scary there. And speaking of a little scary, we've got quite the big. We've got a pretty good Sanji play here, but it kind of depends on what we want to do. Do we want to play Sanji into 9 Mom to heal? Do we want to play Sanji into rush Luffy to do a bigger attack, potentially even getting that kid out of there? So we are gonna put the 6-cost Red Rock in life with the Mom. We're gonna do a 9 Sanji into Big Mom. I think that's probably our best play. Not a little worried about the lack of counter in my hand, but we do have a Gravity Blade, a Red Rock. A Gum Gum Giant, that's going to help us counter, not the Red Rock, excuse me. The 6K is going to get easily blocked, so 9, Sanji is going to come down and play out the Lin Lin. Lin Lin is going to go ahead minus a Dawn. I think we're actually going to go ahead and trash potentially the Red Rock, potentially the Katakuri. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead trash a Red Rock, and we will heal. We know we put that Red Rock up there, and I believe the Red Rock trigger bottom decks, I want to say a 5 cost, if I'm not mistaken. It's either a 4 or a 5. I get the Gravity Blade trigger and the Red Rock trigger confused, so trying to decide if I want to put Satori in life, and I do, just to get him off the board. One less swing that is able to, come my way next turn. Granted, he's kind of just been sitting there, so not really sure if it's the greatest thing to put in life, but the Viola is going to come down, flipping all his life face down, so he is going to be able to use that leader ability here. And look at that, another kid gonna trash that Red Rock. Kind of unfortunate. Not the worst thing. It would have been nice to have the Red Rock to use to bottom deck that Viola, but we are gonna go ahead, use our Gum Gum Giant, drawing into our one beautiful alt art Katakuri after discarding our our standard art Katakuri. So we are going to go down now. We are at 7 Dawn, so we aren't going to be able to leader ability this turn. I think, yeah, because we -1 for Big Mom. But Katakuri is a really good choice of something we could play next turn, or we can even play the Nami just to kind of establish something. But the blocker is going to come down, or the leader ability is going to make that Eustace kid a blocker. We're going to draw into a 1K, which at this point Zorojiro is a 1K, which is pretty nice, but would have sure liked something else. So we have the option to play the 8-cost Katakuri, or we could even 9 Luffy, but that wouldn't leave us a Dawn up, although I don't think we have a Gum Gum. So the Viola is going to be used to block there. I think we are swinging into board here, swinging into that kid, trying to just kind of clear board. He's going to go ahead, block, and give us the 1K there. And I think at this point, going to go ahead, swing 6 at lead, see if he wants to go ahead and take that. Trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do here, honestly. He is going to take that Satori and not trigger it out. That's probably the better play. And yeah, we are going to play the 8-cost Katakuri. We're going to restand Charlotte Lin Lin and get that rested Dawn passing turn. So probably the best play there. We have a decent amount of counter, and now we have a blocker. And I don't think Kid has a way to really rest that blocker. So we should be okay hiding kind of back here. the 9k coming in. We're gonna go ahead and take, getting another excuse me, counter, almost a trigger. 9k again. All their Dawn up. I'm feeling like I want to keep my blocker up just in case. I mean, if I block, they could just load everything up on Kid and swing, and that is not what I want. So, depending on what they do here, if they do load everything up, we do have the blocker in that category. If they have something else to do, that is okay too. But what's most important is we are going to be able to do a search here. Yeah, so big swing there, and we block with the category, which is exactly why countering out with all those cards felt like a better play. Because now I get to live another turn, and ideally I'll be able to remove some of these big bodies off the board. He is going to go ahead, trash a Hawkins, restanding the Eustace Kid, and showing us that Capone again. So leader ability, and oh, we see the beautiful SP Sanji and a 9-mom. That is probably our best play option here. Definitely want to draw into the Sanji. I think I'm going to take the giant. See, I don't remember what I put. The 2k in my life, which is fine, but I think maybe I should have put the God Thread in my life, since I know I'm gonna 9-mom into Sanji, or Sanji into 9-mom, excuse me. Not the other way around. Doesn't work as well the other way around. So 9 at the board, I assume. It seems like the best play to do, because we do know that there is a Capone there to stop us from attacking, so we don't want that. But he does let that Capone go, or excuse me, that Eustace Kid go. So we'll go 9 at lead, force him to use the Capone on my leader. Fine by me. We'll go ahead, tap 9 Sanji into another 9-mom. We are going to trash the Rush Luffy. I think is the best play. Yep. I find that I've been trashing Rush Luffy a lot. He's good in theory, but I don't know. But we do end up clearing board pretty well. And healing. We have 2 cards in hand, which is a little scary. We did put the God Thread in life, I think. Oh no, did we put the 2k in life? I think we put the 2k in life. Which I gotta look up God Thread's trigger. Gonna go ahead, swing pretty big here. I'm gonna go ahead and take it, getting that 2k. Yeah, it looks like he's gonna load the rest up on leader. I'm gonna Gum Giant, trashing the Nami, minusing 2. Definitely feeling like, yeah, trying to do math there. Drawing 2, and yeah, it's looking scary. We are able to use the 2k to get out of that swing. I can't do the math to see how large that swing was, but we are able to Gum out of it, thankfully. And the Kid is gonna be able to cycle 2 cards in hand. Pretty rough. We're not going to be able to what is it called, leader ability, which is a little bit of a bummer. But we do get the Bond Clay. We get another 9-mom, so we can heal if we need to. But honestly, I think he's got about 5 in hand. We have 4 9ks and all our Dawn, so I'm thinking that we go for game here. Just thinking about making everybody a 10k swing. I think that 4 10s should be enough, but we'll see. So 10 with Big Mom here. 10 not only gonna get a lot of cards out of their hand if they decide to counter, but gonna go over the Eustace Kid blocker. So ideally, we'll get rid of that body as well. And if I don't math right here, I think we die. Kind of the trouble with the blue-purple Luffy. Looks like we're going to do another 10 with Sanji. Thankfully, he has already rested his blocker, so I'm at the point where I just think I swing at life. I swing for game. We're going to go 10 again with the 9-mom. And he is going to go ahead and take this. And I'm like, okay, like I should go for game. I should just stack the rest on Sanji. And then something tells me I should go 7 with Luffy if that fails. So 0 gets him +3. Another 0 gets him +3. And then honestly, the 2-0 costs definitely intense. So 14k swing gonna be countered out here with everything in his hand, and one card in hand. I know that 7 will get there. He has a 2k, so we are able to sneak out the win. Honestly, just the amount of board pressure we saw with the Sanji and Lin combination was pretty nuts. So definitely a fan of the new Luffy list that's running around. Might be trying that soon. Yeah, not really sure what I want to play lately. Thinking about, I'm financially locked out of playing blue purple, or not blue purple, excuse me, black purple Luffy. I cannot afford those secret rare Luffys right now. I did order 2, but that's about all I can afford. So we might have to tweak the list a bit to fit our needs. But yeah, trying to figure out what I want to play next. Definitely am enjoying the blue purple Luffy. As I said earlier, need a bit of a buggy break. And of course, Yamato did get some buffs, and I do love Yamato, as well as our standard purple Luffy. I've been thinking about him too. So yeah, we're gonna see what we feel like building, and build some new stuff, play some new stuff. But as always, if you guys want to see me build something or play something, just comment down below. Let me know. I'm open to trying anything. I don't dislike playing any color in this game. I think this game is really fun, and except black. I'm not good enough at math to play black decks. I did play a little Lucci, but that's besides the point. But that's gonna do it for me, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.
サンジと申します。すぐに片付けますのでご安心を。おらー、これじゃあキリがねえ。麦わら